The sole reason for why victim mentality exists is discomfort, and is our inability to be okay with not being okay. Even though a lot of our comfort bubbles are actually discomfort bubbles. We are trained and coded, programmed, and we train and code and program other people constantly, day in and day out, that discomfort is not okay. Even though we know that discomfort is necessary to advance, even though there are areas in human life that we generally collectively have already agreed upon where we actually seek out discomfort and take it as a sign for growth, as a sign for developing strength and stamina. But this is more physical discomfort than emotional discomfort. The second we're talking or expressing any form of emotional discomfort, society, people, your mother, your best friend have an immediate, strong, almost knee-jerk reaction tendency to completely just push it away, shut it down, suck it up, ignore it, pretend it's not there. And I f***ing hate that. The key to freedom is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance means I accept everything about me that I deem to be true in the moment as okay. That means if I hate myself temporarily, then that is okay. This temporary self-hatred will not bubble up and transform into a monster taking over my life if I can just allow it to be there until it dissipates. Feeling, thinking, or judging myself to be stupid or incapable or ugly or undeserving or dumb or not worth it or unlikable, unlovable, however the fuck you wanna call it. Temporarily judging myself to be this will not bubble up and transform into a huge monster that's gonna take over the rest of my entire life. Having regret, regretting an action, regretting not having known better, regretting not having prepared better, or haven't done better research, does not bubble up and transform into a monster that's gonna take over your entire life. On the contrary, just allowing your emotions to be whatever the heck they are in any given moment, without acting upon them, allows your system to actually process what just happened. It allows your system to process the trigger. It allows your system to release whatever the heck it needs to release in the moment. And once it's over, it's out and you're not triggered anymore. Once you're on the other side, which happens very, very quickly if you just embrace it. Once you're on the other side, these things are then out of the way. So you then can move on. You can start actually aligning yourself with the solution. You can actually think of the solutions. What people are doing to you by telling you that you're not supposed to think like this, you can't think like this, don't say this is not good, oh my god, don't be so negative. What they're actually doing to you is completely trapping you and limiting you in an emotional state where you do not process properly what just happened to you, where you do not process your emotions, where you keep it all inside, where it freaking bubbles up and turns into a monster, where it's taken over any other action you do, you make from here on forward. People need to really get the fact that we are emotional beings. We make decisions based on pre-calculated, assumed emotions or emotional outcomes. We are feeling one way, we either want to feel more of that, so we make a decision that we deem to lead us down the road of feeling more like that, or we do not want to continue feeling like that. We want to ideally avoid ever having to feel like that again, so therefore we start making decisions, start acting in a way where we deem, think, assume assume that this will get avoided or get prevented in the future. So all our decisions in any given moment, whatever we're doing, whether we are following another person's advice or order at work, or we are just following our own drum, it is always a decision based on our emotions. The only reason, by the way, why people tell you that you cannot do this or shouldn't do this or shouldn't think like that or don't feel like this, please don't feel bad, is because it makes them feel bad. If they in some way, shape or form care about you, then your discomfort and your expression of your discomfort and you highlighting whatever discomfort is going on with you is triggering their discomfort, okay? They then feel uncomfortable with you being uncomfortable. And this makes them so uncomfortable that they don't want to tolerate this. So by shutting you down, by telling you that's not true, oh, you're so pretty, you don't even look blurry at all, they are trying to control and manage their own feelings of discomfort. They are, for the most part, unintentionally, granted, but they are basically victimizing themselves, trying to seize control over the situation because they deem their own discomfort as a negative thing, and then they try to get the upper hand by shutting you down. And yes, they will look concerned and they will come across as caring and whatnot, and they might even believe themselves that they just don't want you to feel bad about yourself. But I can guarantee you the majority of them have never asked themselves why they don't want you to feel bad about yourself. It is literally just because it makes them feel bad and they don't want it. It's like it's a self-preservation kind of thing. We are very self-absorbed beings, and that's okay. So for the record, if you feel ugly, stupid, dumb, regretful, doubtful, shameful even, if you feel any way, shape or form about yourself, you have already deemed this to be true, so might as well process it, okay? Do not ever allow other people to discredit, invalidate your authentic feelings. You're already feeling them anyways. What you gonna do about it? Allow them to be felt, be the sky, allow your body and your mind to process these things. It is not feeling ugly that's the problem. It's thinking that it's wrong to feel ugly, that's the problem. You're piling on one stack of shit on top another, on top another, on top of another stack of shit. It is not a problem to regret something. The problem is not that you temporarily feel like you hate yourself because you may believe that you have made a mistake, or maybe you actually have made a mistake. Who cares? The problem is not that you hate yourself. The problem is that you think and other people tell you that hating yourself is wrong. Who came up with this shit? Who made those rules? It needs to stop. We need to stop pretending that feeling bad is wrong. It's that judgment that's shitting in your parade. It's not the feeling bad. Feelings dissipate. Feelings come up because they got triggered. They linger on like a stale fart, and then they fuck off like a fart in the wind. It's your judgment that messes with that. It's your judgment that holds on to them. It's your judgment that takes the fart, shoves it into a glass, and keeps smelling it over and over and over again. You'll be running around carrying God knows how many jars filled with farts, and you wonder why your life's not panning out the way you want it to. Equally so, y'all gotta stop telling people, oh, don't say that. No, you're pretty. Everybody hates the normal looking girl that constantly complains how ugly she is today for the sake of fishing compliments. We all dislike that type of person. Yet we create that type of person because nobody has told the normal looking girl that, hey, it's okay to feel ugly every now and then. It doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't make you a bad person. If you want to feel ugly for a hot minute, then feel ugly. You have preferences, and some days you may not meet those preferences. You have ideals for how you think you need to act and behave and perform and what you think you need to accomplish. And you have days where you do not meet your your own ideals. And it's okay to not feel good about that. Stop judging, okay? Stop it. Stop it. God damn it, stop it. I have the right to feel ugly. I have the right to feel stupid. I have the right to regret. I have the right to hate, even if it's self-hate. I have the right to feel however the hell I feel. And I have the right to process any and every situation, whether it's an unpleasant little pain in the ass or a big ass traumatic event. I have the right to process it however I choose, however my body needs it to process. And I promise you, if you do allow yourself to process it, you will not act upon it. Everybody is constantly freaking out about it. Oh my God, I got triggered. Oh no, I reacted. Oh God, no, now my SP will not manifest. That is bullshit. It's not true. You will only subconsciously continue to act upon fears and the desire to avoid anything and everything that scares you. Because you haven't processed it. Shoving down your emotions because society wants you to. Ignoring how you feel, pretending that you feel in any other way because somebody tells you, is what causes you inevitably to act upon your triggers, and then you fuck up your life.